Yeah, this your boy Trey Mine B83. It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube or whatever, but I've been watching Undisputed for a few years now, whatever. And I've been just tripping off the bull that Skip Bayless been talking. Like, this dude right here is just, too much with the double standards, the hating on LeBron, the hating on Aaron Rodgers, the hating on Giannis, Luka, Aaron Donald, anybody. Like, he hates on all these guys, but he praises Tom Brady. He want to put Joe Burrow up there with Tom Brady, but we that's yet to be seen. Baker Mayfield, like, come the fuck on, Skip. Like, bro, we know, like, dude, come on now. Like, so I was listening to Undisputed this morning, and I just want y'all to listen to this, what Skip Bayless had to say after the Bucs lost to the Chiefs yesterday. Listen to this shit that Skip Bayless was saying.
Bucs, no matter what they tried to blitz him, they tried coverage, they tried one-on-one. It did not matter. He seemed to always was a step ahead of them. And when you cannot get off the field on third down, it's going to be very difficult for you to beat a team. And then the thing that the Bucs really do really well defensively is that if you so happen to get into the red zone, they normally force you to kick field goals. Well, the Chiefs' first 5 possessions into the red zone resulted in touchdowns. You win ball games by scoring touchdowns, not by kicking field goals. We're going to talk a little later about a team that kicked a lot of field goals, Skip. And they had the same problem a couple of weeks ago when they had a 21-point lead, the Baltimore Ravens. Every time they got into the red zone, they scored touchdowns. Through the first 3 quarters, the Chiefs were 10 for 12 on third down, scored on their first 5 red zone trips into the red zone. And when you can do that, you put pressure. Tom Brady was up under the gun all night is because he was facing an uphill battle. They couldn't run the football, and then they completely abandoned the run. Skip, did you know 4 of the 6 fewest times in which a team has run the football in NFL history, you know who the quarterback's been? Yeah, it's been him. I keep telling you.
Now listen, Skip don't want to hear none of that. Like, he already got it in his mind which way he gonna go with the argument. So Shannon basically just talking for no reason, you know what I'm saying? Because he not listening to none of that. His whole demeanor, his whole body language, everything. It just lets you know Skip is not really paying attention because his emotions are already tied into the fact that Tom Brady lost to the Chiefs and he had it so set in his mind that the Bucs is going to win. Just finish listening to the video. Just keep listening.
Because he cannot extend plays. Now you're stuck. You're stuck.
You're stuck.
You're stuck.
You're stuck with the guy who's won 7 Super Bowls. I love it.
What did you do?
Shannon.
Look, see? No matter what he says, it always goes back to the 7 Super Bowls, the 6 game-winning drives, blah, 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 blah. He can never, ever, ever talk about what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we can't take that back from what Tom Brady did in the past, but you never want to move forward. But continue listening to the video, though.
Okay, let me ask you this question. You keep going back to the past. How did that help him last night?
How did it help him against Mahomes when they played 2 years ago? How did it help him? How did it help him?
Well, go ahead, because you want to talk about last night. You want to talk about it. Go ahead.
That is how you know when Skip Bayless feelings are involved in the argument. No logical thinking. These are his feelings. He not finna. Nothing is factual. Everything he finna say is off the dome because he's mad because the Bucs lost. That is it. He mad because the Bucs lost. He can sit here and this and that and the third. He bringing up because Shannon is about to cook him. Continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Stop.
You don't see. You never want to deal with right now.
What's wrong with Tom Brady?
You don't want to.
There's nothing wrong with
deal
Tom Brady.
with what right now.
Yeah, I'm dealing.
What's the excuse?
Tell me when
he
it's
had
my
Mike
turn.
Evans. He had Julio.
Tell me when
he
it's
had
my
Chris
turn.
Godwin.
And let
he
you
had
know he mad.
Fournette. He had Donovan Smith. Now,
Did he have Shaq Barrett? Did he have Devin White? Did he have Levante David? Did he? Help me out.
Listen to all these excuses he keep coming up with. You had everybody. You had a full roster, basically. A few missing pieces, okay. Everybody has injuries. Skip Bayless is the guy who wants to make you guys believe everything has to be on an equal. Every team has to have, every player on every team has to be healthy. Nobody can be injured so when the Bucs lose, he's gonna always come up with some kind of excuse on why they lost. They could have a full roster defensively and offensively, but he's still gonna come up with a reason to justify why it was not Tom Brady's fault. Watch.
Did he have a defense? Shannon Sharp, wait a minute. On Friday you said, I'm picking Tom Brady. I'm picking Tom Brady because of the Bucs defense. Help me out. What happened last night to the Bucs defense? What happened?
Okay, so
come on, Hall of Fame.
Okay,
show me.
Let me talk.
Teach me.
How about this here?
Y'all do know every time Skip says, you're the Hall of Famer, da-da-da. Y'all know that's trying to undercut, take a slight shot at Shannon Sharp, though. Like, oh, you're a Hall of Famer, but like, you know, how? Like, all that is to demean Shannon Sharp, and it's low-key jealousy, kind of, in my eyes. Just my opinion, but it's low-key jealousy, too. He always throwing it up. If y'all just go back when Shannon got him on the ropes and all this and that, he always saying, you're the Hall of Famer. Oh, the Hall of Famer Shannon, the Hall of Famer Shannon, the Hall of Famer Shannon.
How about, okay, they turn the ball over. Tampa fumble the ball. Tom Brady, okay, and the Chiefs go down. They get 7. It's 7-0. Tom Brady comes down. Now, he's allowed to get 7. He got 3. Tampa, the Chiefs
Wait, Tom Brady was 4 for 4 in the red zone. 4 for 4.
Hold on.
Who knows?
Hold on, time out.
I guess I got to get a new TV.
Whoa.
4 for 4.
Tom Brady
Interesting.
threw 4 passes. Tom Brady, ladies and gentlemen at home, Tom Brady threw 4 passes when it was a 1-score game. Every touchdown that he threw, 267 yards came when he was at least 3 scores down. So to make a long story short, and I went extremely long, he got a lot of empty calories last night, Skip Bayless.
So basically, Tom Brady put up a big numbers, but they were pointless yardage. You did all this, but the game was already over. So Skip want to make it seem like, oh, Tom Brady made all this yardage over the course of the game and all this and that, which is not true. The game was pretty much over like mid-first, mid-second quarter, whatever. They ran all over the Bucs defense yesterday. But Skip never wants to admit that, you know, this just might not be the Bucs year. It might be over or whatever, you know. So just, you know.
This is the one guy who doesn't do empty calories because he comes back.
Every touchdown that he threw, they were at least 3 scores down. 267 of the 385 came when they were at least 3 scores down. If that's not empty calories, when the score was 14-13, what did he do? When the score was 14-3, what did he do? When the score was 21-3, what did he do? At what point in time did Tom Brady make it a ball game? What point in time did you say, you know what? Woo, here we go, Tom.
Oh, about 17 times.
When?
Because it's this guy. It's the greatest player in the history of your game.
All I'm
that you continue to disparage and discredit. It's just shameful.
No. What we do
you got to recognize greatness once in your life.
What we do.
Listen to that. Little slight shots that Skip takes when his emotions override the logical thinking and what really supposed to go on with the show. He all that's out the window. It's his emotions overriding the conversation now. So there's nothing that Shannon can say that's gonna make Skip, you know, come around and even see what he's saying. Even though he knows Shannon right, Skip's so stuck in his ways and whatever else that he's not gonna see his way because he has his issue is personal with Patrick Mahomes, whatever reason it is, because he great and he don't want nobody to be in Tom Brady's league or whatever. So anybody that comes up he gon' knock him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna find something.
Sports is we take it game by game. Nobody can ever take away Tom Brady's 7 Super Bowls, nor should they attempt to. Nobody can take away those 700 touchdowns or 80,000 yards. But last night, Patrick Mahomes outplayed him. The Kansas City Chiefs outplayed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'll give you that.
Defense.
Listen to that. I'll give you that. He's saying the Chiefs team outplayed the Bucs team, but don't want to acknowledge Patrick Mahomes lapped Tom Brady. Tom Brady's stats might be better, but overall, if you watch the game, Shannon was right. That was a bunch of fluff yardage that you had. You had a bunch of fluff yards that didn't really mean nothing because the game was already over. So,
and special teams, offense, defense, and special
Tell
teams.
me when it's my turn.
Take off.
Thank you very much. Now back to Jen's question. The biggest reason that Kansas City won this game was that Todd Bowles' defense gave up by far the most rush yards.
Look, blaming it, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. He's never, ever gonna admit that Tom Brady has lost a step or lost. He's never gonna admit it.
Has ever given up in the 4 years he has been the defensive coordinator now / head coach. Would you believe that the home team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that you cannot run against? What's the one biggest cliche in the sport? You can't run on Tampa Bay, right?
Yep.
189 yards rushing for Patrick Mahomes. 189. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what the time of possession was for this football game? Patrick Mahomes had the ball for 39 minutes because his team ran for 189 yards, and he completed some little dink and dunk short stop between the legs, behind the back, over the head, left-handed passes.
Man.
He completed them to the tune of converting 12 of 17 third downs. But the key was, every time that he handed the ball to one of his two backs, and that kid Pacheco from Rutgers, every time I look up, I say, wait a second, how did he go 30th in the 7th round? Shannon Sharp once upon a time was a 7th round pick. This kid was the 30th pick, so he's 3 from the bottom of the draft. And every time he was handed the football, he ran into a crowded or albeit closed hole, and I'd say, wait.
What if I sleep hot?
Or cold? No problem. The Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed is temperature balancing, so you both stay comfortable. Proven quality sleep is life-changing.
So I gotta get through the commercial,
Shop
man.
now at sleepnumber.com.
You know, it'll come around, y'all. Just work with me. Hit the like button.
And I'd say, wait
Hit
a
the
second,
subscribe
the pile
button.
gets pushed 7 yards. Edwards-Helaire, he gets the ball, and I'd say, wait a second, the hole is gummed up, and all of a sudden I look up and he's got 8 yards. It's a matter of want to. It's a matter of desire. It's a matter of getting your asses kicked on your home field on national Sunday night TV. 189 yards, so your quarterback has the ball almost twice as much as the home team
Every
quarterback
time he
does.
always bringing up, had the ball the longest and all this and that.
21 minutes.
But he never said what Tom Brady didn't do with the ball when he had the ball.
Unbelievable. Would you believe that Tom Brady completed 75% of his passes? 75. It's outrageously great. I told
you get 75% of 39?
75. I just did the math. 39 or 52 is 75%. 39 or 52 is almost like do 40 of 52. It's almost like 40 of 50. It's 75%.
Oh, really?
It's 4 of 4 in the red zone. It's 6 of 10 on third down.
Look at the lengths this dude will go to try to make Tom Brady look good, man. Look at this. Look how he rounding off the numbers. But just a few episodes back, when Shannon was talking about Westbrook's, one of his percentages or whatever, but we going to talk about that. We going to go to that video too, where he said one number, but Skip did not want to round his off because it just would have made Westbrook's average a little bit better. You know, it would have made it average out a little bit better. So there go why I say the double standardness in this guy Skip Bayless. But y'all hit the like button, the subscribe button. Traymond B83, It's been a long, long time since I've been on here, but I'm here. I'm going to hit y'all with these videos.
All of those are winning numbers.
When you're behind, Skip, when you're up 17, when you're up 21, when you're up like the Chiefs were, it's like we give you that nickel and dime stuff. You know why? Because we know you can't throw the big shot over our head. Yeah. So we'll give you the nickel and dime stuff. We'll give you 13 plays, let you eat up 5 minutes. We'll give you 14 plays, let you eat up 4.5, 6 minutes. But meaningless. They were meaningless, Skip. They were empty calories. Yeah. Empty calories.
Todd Bowles' defense, vaunted Bucs defense, they had allowed only 27 total points, the whole 9 points a game in 3 games. It allowed 41 points at home, 417 yards and 41 points, and it all began on the opening kickoff when they put a rookie back to receive. I
knew when I watched that game, and soon as they fumbled that ball and gave that ball to the Chiefs and the Chiefs scored, I knew. I said, Monday, this set the table for Skip to already set the table for the excuses. I already knew that. This guy's so predictable now. And he's taking the integrity out of sports TV, man. He's taking the integrity out of it. The integrity of sports media TV. He's just one of them, but he like one of the main ones.
The kid, running back out of Arizona State, and he catches it, and then he didn't catch it. He didn't hold on to it. And if you cough it and give them a very short field that they just go boom, 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 and cash it, you're playing behind the 8 ball from the start. You handed them 7-0, and that was really the football game. That was it.
What normally happens, the Bucs, Tom Brady would turn it over, somebody fumbles the ball, or you get a kickoff or a punt return, and the Bucs defense normally locks it down. I thought Andy Reid and EB did a great job of calling the game last night. They did a great job of moving, and that's the thing, Skip. The days of Tyreek, you're not going to get 60, 70-yard home runs. If you look at Mahomes, he has 230, 240 yards, 3 touchdowns. It's not going to be the big explosive plays, but it's Valdez-Scantling, it's Juju, it's Skip, and it's so frustrating because you had him. You got Patrick Mahomes sacked, and somehow he muscled the ball to Juju for a first down and third.
Time out. Thank you for bringing that up because that was my next point. Could we see this play in the first quarter? Could we see what happened? Because it's 8:16 left. It's 3rd and 1. This is a pretty big early play in this game.
Y'all got it dead right?
But anyway, Skip Bayless gets mad about Tom Brady losing. He mad that they lost. He had it said that the Bucs was going to beat the Chiefs. But the Chiefs really beat the sleeves off the Bucs. It ended up 10-point difference, but if y'all really watched that game, y'all know what it was. So, like I said, I'm finna hit y'all with these videos. Hit the like and the subscribe button for me, please. This Trey Mine B 83. I'm up out of here, y'all.